You're watching the Beauty Star Network. I'm your host, Asha Dyer, and I'm so excited because I'm sitting with the 3 finalists from American Beauty Star, Lucy, Diana, Axel. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
It's very exciting.
Are there nerves, excitement? Are you scared about what's to come?
All of the above.
Maybe it's just me feeling that. I think I'm feeling the tension for you guys. So you've made it this far. How do you feel making it through all those challenges, all that criticism and feedback, and being amongst all the other contestants who have so many different skill sets? How do you feel getting to the top?
It's really crazy, like watching it back, like in real time with everyone else. It's like, oh, okay, you can kind of relive it. And now that we're finally at the end, it's weird to be done. Yeah. It's crazy.
How do you guys feel?
It's definitely interesting to see yourself on TV, and then you think back and you're like, what was I thinking? Why did I do that? Or you think of all the things you could have or should have done, and then you also think to yourself, if you had changed something, maybe the outcome would have never been the same.
Oh, right.
No, I don't think I would change anything.
No.
Right.
I'm super excited, you guys. Like, we're the top 3. You guys ready?
No, but I'm excited.
Now, you can't be too friendly because you are still competing. Don't forget that. No, I'm just kidding. You actually were genuinely friends. You see you guys get along, and although there's tension, how did it feel being with other artists, even though you are competing?
I've never been in a situation like that, surrounded by virtually anyone else who does the same thing as I do. So it was totally new to me. It was really, really interesting. So it was great, but you probably saw that there were some times it was a little bit difficult. Her brows are very, very coarse and very thick. If we get halfway through this look and her brows start coming through, it's all over. My model sees this pink dress and she's instantly like, it's never gonna fit. It's not gonna fit. No. But for the most part, it was fun.
Yeah. How do you guys feel?
I was there to learn everything I could for everyone. Like, you guys know that I was always the quiet, focused. I was just observing what Lucy was doing. I was watching on my back what Diana was doing. I was there to learn.
I felt the same because prior to getting into the competition, we didn't get to see each other's work. So we didn't know if this person was in the industry for 10 years or if one of us was fresh out of beauty school. So especially for me, I was definitely one of those people who was not necessarily faking it until I made it, but I was faking it until I made it.
Fine, for
Well, you've made it, so no faking needed, because look where you are now. One of the things I love about this show and watching each week's challenge is that the judges and the mentors and Ashley are always pushing you to kind of go beyond your limits and do even better than what you did last week.
It almost was too safe. It is innovative, but I just don't know if this is what we're looking for.
Do you feel that you've improved as artists along the way just from that feedback and doing the challenges?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Massively. Definitely.
Yeah.
The pressure puts you on the spot. Like, you have no other choice but to do your best.
Right.
And you're there and that's it. And you've got to do it. And I've learned a lot. Yeah.
I definitely see myself executing things a lot differently and being a lot more practical with my work, and seeing things that I could do in a much shorter time. So being on the show, you kind of get those trial and error situations that happen to you. So then in the real world, you're like, oh, that's fine. I totally got this. I can knock that out in 20 minutes. It's definitely a learning experience.
Especially when you have like an hour and a half or just 2 hours to do this amazing avant-garde couture look. I mean, that really puts you under pressure, and you've got to pull it out, and you've got to slay. You got to slay. Bring your A game. Let's talk about some of your favorite challenges. Let's go down the line and talk me through what your favorite challenge was and why.
I think the last challenge was my favorite. Not because I win it, but because I...
Sure.
But I just think that throughout the season, the judges were pushing me to give them more, and more and more. And I feel like I got to that point that, okay, I'm just gonna let it be me, let it be free, and it pays off. So yeah, that was definitely my favorite.
Yeah. Diana, how about you?
That's a tough one. The Cosmo Challenge was definitely one of my favorites, but my overall would have to be the good versus evil. I think I definitely had an opportunity with that episode to show my talent with hair, like my creativity, and always being able to tie something into Osorio is also definitely inspiring.
I totally forgot about that challenge. Your look was so good. That was so good. That's right. Yeah, that's really good. I totally forgot.
Everyone's in agreement.
Yeah. Mine was the final one as well. I love that one. And just like the calmness. I don't know if you guys felt the same way, but I don't know, the calmness that I felt in that last challenge was also so new and just like, I don't know, I just felt really confident and I knew I was meant to be there and it was just really nice and I just was able to just do the work and it was really good, yeah.
The episode that I really liked when they brought in the family and friends and you had to make them over.
Yeah.
And I was tearing up and I can't even imagine how you guys were doing, you know, watching the family member walk down the catwalk and then getting them ready. Axel, let's talk about your mom. She's so beautiful.
Oh my God, that episode was so emotional. And to be honest with you, I just thought that my mom was not gonna be able to make it because as soon as I saw Ashley's mom, I knew there was her moms that were coming. And I was
No idea.
My mom was in the middle of vacation and I was like, I don't know if my mom is gonna make it. It was like those 3 seconds and I was like, I don't think she's gonna be able to make it. You know, she doesn't fly, she's scared. And I was just so scared. But then seeing my mom running and hugging her and crying, you know, for us, this was like our success.
Yeah.
You know, being here in America, the two of us, like, you know, it was just amazing. It was very special.
I love that moment with you two before you kind of got into what you were going to do for her look. You're talking to her about how she moved here and wanted to give you a better life, and now she was telling you you've made it, you're here, you know, you're on the show. How did that feel, hearing that from her?
Like I said, it's very emotional, and I feel like, at least for my mom, and she has always like worked 2 jobs, right? And to give us education, you know, and I feel like for us, I was like there, and this is for you, Mom. You know, this is all the work that you have done is right here. You know, I'm doing what I love. I'm a successful makeup artist. I'm on the stage of American Beauty Star, and you're with me. We're enjoying this dream together. So it was super special.
Yeah, that was really cool. Diana, let's talk about your mom. How did you feel doing her look?
Oh my goodness. It was definitely extremely emotional because when you're away from your family for so long, and my mom is my best friend, so to not have her there to call and tell her what I went through throughout the day and to get her advice and her support, it was very hard for me. So to see her, I broke down in tears and she was crying. It was great to have her there. It was very nerve-wracking also.
It was terrifying.
My mother is, you know, very, very opinionative when it comes to like her hair and makeup. She doesn't let anyone touch her. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't want to make my mom
Had you
feel
done her
uncomfortable.
look? Have you done her hair and makeup before?
I had done her makeup once before when she like did a dance performance.
Yeah.
And that was a struggle. It was always, this is too much makeup, no. So I definitely wanted to make sure I had her feeling comfortable, especially in front of America. I'm like, I have to make sure I do a good job with my mom.
Yeah.
So it was fun though.
Yeah.
She looked gorgeous.
Lucy, your sister. You struggled a little bit at the beginning.
I really did. Open. And it's not looking great. It's just too heavy, I think. It just is looking like she's literally been punched in the face. I'm starting again.
Lucy.
I'm starting again.
And she said that she's never worn makeup.
She never wears makeup.
Okay, so you've
Like
obviously
she's
never done
worn, no, never, ever. So I think she was like the 3rd last to come in or something. So I started seeing mums and I instantly knew my mum wasn't gonna be there. Like I knew that, she was in Australia, that was never gonna happen. And so I was like, who's gonna walk through the door? I had no idea. And my sister walks in and at that point I hadn't seen her for like 2.5 years. Like I hadn't seen her, and so she walked in and I was just like, oh my God. Like I don't, you know, like, yeah, it was crazy. But also I think at that point in the competition, it was kind of like a breaking point for all of us. If they could have thrown anything at us, and we would have all just been like, so that was like intense, yeah.
So it was like a good emotional breakdown.
Yes.
That you've got that support from your family.
And then you could keep going,
At
yeah.
that point of the competition.
Right, and then the night before, I remember Axel's crying and he was like, I don't want to be here. And
It was
he just wanted to just throw in the towel and give up. And then perfect timing.
I remember that.
His mom was there, so it was like emotional for us because we were like, you came at the right time.
Yeah, another challenge I've been without my mom, I don't know. I honestly don't know, because I was just like, I'm trying to do my best and it seems like it's not working. You know, and having my mom, it was just definitely that recharge of energy that I needed.
It was so hard. Yeah.
Well, these are the moments that people at home don't get to see a lot, you know, behind the scenes where on stage, you know, you're bringing your best, you're bringing your A game, you're putting on that face because you've got to, you know, tell the judges your story, and then behind the scenes, it's hard. You've got to keep it together, and you're also competing, but you're friends. How did you kind of keep that energy going in those moments where it was a struggle?
I feel like remember what you were like, at least for me, it was like, always remember why I was there, you know?
Yeah.
And what was my goal? And my goal was to make it to the top and hopefully win the competition.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that side eye.
And I just think I was like personally just running on pure adrenaline. the entire time. Like I was getting no sleep, stressed out of my mind, but somehow like we got up every day at 6 a.m., did a 13-hour day, and we did it every single day. It was crazy. Like looking back now, it was really intense.
Yeah.
It was.
It's like, how did we do that? And like somewhat keep it together with like minimal tears. I just don't think we're gonna be able to do it. I don't know now.
Okay. I have so many ideas in my head, and it's just hard to like bring it down to one look, you know?
Axel, that means that you made it. You can return to the lounge.
Thank you. Thank you.
What do you think you'll take away from this show? No matter what happens in the final, what do you think you'll take home most about your work and yourself as a person?
I feel like this question's for me.
She's like looking like this.
I definitely feel like I'm a different person since I've been on the show.
Well, how so?
And it was definitely like a progressive pattern of kind of discovering who I am as a person. And that was actually one of the things that the judges asked me. They said, do you even know who you are as an artist? Like, what are you? What is your target? What is your specialty? And especially since I'm someone who's just starting out in the industry, it was definitely challenging for me to pick and choose, like, who am I? Or do I even deserve to be here?
I finally figured out my motto. My motto is gonna be a showstopper. Yeah, okay, good. It means a lot to me because I've taken a long time to accept that that's what I show people. This is exactly what I want.
So it was very, very like self-building and kind of just like forcing me to just accept like, hey, you're here because you have a talent, because they clearly saw something in you and they chose you to be here. So that's definitely something I'll take with me forever. Just accepting who I am and the hard work that I've done, and I deserve to be here.
Yeah, you and I had like very similar, because you and I were like the two that had the least amount of experience. And so I think both of us came into it being like, am I here for the right reasons? Am I meant to be here? I've got no idea. And yeah, just that realization, like, okay, I am here, I'm good, like, let's just do it. Yeah, that was the craziest part.
Speaking as a viewer, watching that, say if we didn't know where you came from and your level of experience, watching you guys in the challenge, you would never know that you're just starting out, because I loved your hair in the Elements challenge. I thought that was just so amazing with the butterflies and the flowers. I was like, yeah, it was really, I mean, all of your work is incredible. So hearing you say that is really cool. So yeah. Axel, what about you? What do you think you'll take away most from what you've learned?
I have learned a lot. Like I said, just the experience in general, just me being there and being able to inspire all my students, because I own a makeup academy. It's just amazing, because now they have all these people looking up to me and see me in the top. They're gonna be so proud. So definitely the experience, that will be the best.
Yeah. Now you're an aspiration and an inspiration to
There we go. That's
all
right.
your students. Yeah. And your mum, of course.
Don't forget mum.
Yeah. Lucy, what about you? What do you think you've learned most about yourself?
Just that I could do it. Just that I don't know, I just didn't think that I was able to do it. I came into it just thinking, let's just give it a go. I know this isn't what I usually do. I don't have any experience. And the fact that I'm sitting here is insane. Really, really, really insane. So just the fact that I just could do it was the biggest thing I learned.
Yeah. Has being on the show made you want to try new things with your artistry and with looks? Like, do you want to go home and now try something that you didn't do before?
Yes. I would pay to go back and be able to do it all. I don't know about you guys. You're like, oh, but like, I've got so many ideas now. I'm like, oh my God, I could have done that. I could have done that. Like, it's, yeah.
Do you want to incorporate any of what you've learned into your YouTube videos or into your work now?
Definitely, yeah, for sure. Just like working on other people is the biggest thing, because I obviously did do that before.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, of course. What about you guys? Do you think you want to try something new after the show ends?
I'm the reverse of Lucy. Lucy does a lot of makeup on herself, but not on other people. And I work on other people, but I never worked on myself. So I have this new vision now that I am my own canvas. So I might as well do my own face and post more and just explore in that element as well.
Yeah. Axel, what about you?
Watching all the artistry in the room, I wanted to try like all the things I had never tried. Like watching Lucy doing those crazy makeups and the drag makeups. Like now when I'm in school, all I wanted to do is try colors, do crazy things, like do more like outrageous makeup looks. Same with hair. When I was looking at Diana doing all those big hairstyles, now I wanted to do it, and I've been trying it, just to let you know. So you guys were an inspiration for me, to be honest.
It's so cool, I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, so the final is about to happen. You guys are in it. You're the top 3. How do you mentally prepare for something like that? You're holding your breath, Lucy.
I don't even know. Is there even any way to prepare? I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Just like
I mean, you
just
tell
gotta
me.
Throw yourself in the deep end again and just like hope for
Yeah.
the best. Yeah. Can't think about it too much.
Yeah.
Because it's just, you'll drive yourself crazy, I've realized. Yeah.
Right, it's just a matter of remembering there's a fine line between too much and
Yeah.
too little. And this is the final,
Look.
right,
it.
this is the final look. So whatever we do, we have to make sure it's perfect, just right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been meditating a lot.
There you
A
go.
lot.
Practical
Same, I
advice.
swear.
Yeah.
A lot.
Was there any judge that had you the most intimidated out of all of them or any of the mentors that came on the show?
It was really hard to please Yutsai.
I actually think she looks weak in the picture. She doesn't look strong. This is so cliche. It's a caricature. It looks like she has a buck tooth sticking out right here. You can see that? So it's very distracting. I love the fact that you have your mantra tattoo on your hands. But when you were saying them, I got lost. Gotta really, really think, what is it you're better than all these other competitors, and how do you showcase it?
Like,
Oh,
it was
yeah?
really, really hard. I was like, when am I gonna impress him? Like, when?
I liked him.
The family challenge.
No, I like him too, yeah, but it was just so hard. He would always have something to say, you know? Like, he would start, giving you good critique, but then he would, like, throw you something back,
Yeah.
you know? So
Yeah.
I was like, why?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Diana, what about you?
They were all very intimidating, but it was definitely good to get feedback from people who are already in the industry that have experience, so you kind of see where you stand in their view, and then you see where you have to progress.
When I saw the hair, I was like, I'm confused. It's like one decade up top and another below.
Your technique and how you apply makeup on skin, it is phenomenal. But I got really concerned when I saw the middle picture. If you crop in tight without the hair, it just becomes very commercial.
Everything you have on all these girls' faces tonight is hard lines. And to me, 1920 is about soft lines.
You gotta do full face makeup, and I don't care if the bang is covering it.
Okay.
All right? But thank you for showing me your skill in cutting hair. Well done.
With me, it was just like, give me all the criticism I can get so I can improve for the next challenge.
Yeah, that's a very mature way of looking at it. I like that. Good outlook.
I'm just like, stuff you. Did like my look? Just kidding.
So now, speaking Lucy, who was the judge that had you the most intimidated or nervous when you came before them?
It was always Yutsai. It was like going down the line of judges, speaking about your Yutsai come up, be like, oh no, I know it's coming, it's coming.
You made the makeup the focus point, and you've forgotten about the clothes. Only thing tying them all three together, it's color on the face. You could have done that lips so beautifully and accentuated and made it bigger. The brow and the marker were fighting each other. Those brows just look wrong.
It's bohemian eccentric at its finest. I like it.
I love it. I'll be honest, I really want to love this like everybody else on the panel.
You sigh.
That's crazy.
And I'm going to love it like everybody else on the panel.
Lucy, thank you.
Literally having a panic attack. He was just hardcore. He also definitely knows what he's talking about.
But I guess it's because also out of all of them, he was the most close to like artistry. You know, being a photographer.
absolutely, yeah.
So like that's why.
Yeah.
Well, if you could sum yourselves up in one word as an artist, this is putting you on the spot. How would you describe yourself?
In one word.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Maybe 2 if it takes 2 words, but try to do it in 1 word. After being on American Beauty Star.
Authentic.
Authentic?
Yep.
I like that.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Yes, that is good.
I feel like we could all use
Think
that
of
one, actually.
Come on.
Still Axel's.
Come on.
I'm gonna trademark it now.
Yeah.
Axel the Authentic. I like that.
Yeah. I don't know. You're really putting me on the spot.
I don't know. For some reason, the word aggressive comes to my mind.
Oh.
You know,
It doesn't have to be a bad thing.
As an artist, it's like very strong.
because you have to push yourself at all
Yeah.
times.
Yep.
I first started with a sunset look for her. So her eyeshadow was a lot of oranges. And then I said, okay, sometimes less is more. So I decided to restart her entire look for the makeup. Half an hour, I'm about to do something real crazy. And go with something more natural to accentuate her natural beauty.
I really like that you took everything off an hour before time was up. You are a gut instinct kind of girl. I'm a gut girl too.
Like doing all those challenges And being under that kind of pressure, it forces you to pull out every form of creativity that you have. You know, so if you're not aggressive and acceptive of your thoughts,
It's just gonna
can't get anything done.
Yeah, for sure.
So we've got authentic, aggressive.
I don't know, the thing that's coming to my mind the most and the thing that I was most proud of was just the fact that I was super honest. I didn't like really sway too much to what I thought the judges wanted or what everyone else was doing. I kind of stuck to my style.
How much of the judges' feedback influenced you when you kind of designed your look? You know, when Sir John comes around and kind of gives you bits of advice, do you feel pressure to kind of take that on board, or did you kind of know when to say no and just do your own thing?
I think the first few episodes, it was like, Sir John, okay, we have to do everything
Yeah.
Sir John says.
Yeah.
Towards the end, it was like, nah, I know better,
Yeah.
But like sometimes, of course, he had really good feedback, but other times you just know that you know, I know what I'm doing and I'm gonna stick to that.
Yeah, I like that. All right, guys, well, the final is almost here. So I'm wishing you all luck. I don't have a favorite. I love you all. I think you're great. You're amazing artists. For all of you out there, don't forget to catch full episodes of American Beauty Star on Lifetime. If you missed any of them, head to beautystarnetwork.com. You can watch all the episodes there. Don't forget to download the app. You can also watch full episodes on Roku and Amazon Fire. And of course, don't forget to follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Asha Dyer. I'll see you next time on Beauty Star Network. Bye.
Vote for me.